Keoua go to the JUCO route, that means you really got to grind. It's not an easy route to go through, especially as a running back.
First in Mount SAC history.
Only 6'10". Long nights, early mornings.
Run by number 32, Keoua Kauhi.
Back in the islands, I have a great strength and conditioning coach named Marcus Kimura. So I like to give a lot of my success to him. You know, he got me where I need to be.
I give him all the credit. He has a passion for what I get to teach. He's had to work very hard for what he's got. He's also had to wait, but all throughout that time period, he's never lost enthusiasm. He's never lost his motivation, his drive. He's essentially the product of hard work.
It was great. You know, just being around family. I feel like I really found my purpose again. It just made working out and staying mentally ready just all that much more easier. They're one of my biggest whys. I have an older brother and 2 younger brothers. So, I mean, I can't really say I'm older. I just like to set a good example for my little brothers. I'm kind of the older brother. My actual older brother, he a lot of things going on with going in and out of jail and all. So I kind of was just the one who had to step up and be the older brother for a very long time. So I just like to set a great example for them and just be a hard worker and just hopefully, you know, they can radiate off of that energy. I feel like I'm very transparent, very chill person. That's what you can expect from me. Just very outgoing and funny. Just be a cool person, you know. There's no reason to be negative in any way or come off like that. So I just got to keep it positive. In high school, I almost gave up football to do. I was really into, you know, wrestling, that whole sort of deal, and I was gonna just do MMA. But you know, I ended up doing football. My dad kind of forced me to do football my junior year, and I had a great season. So I fell in love with it again, and all of that kind of went back out the window.
Throughout his time with us, you know, we were a top 10 in the nation team. He was putting up some really good stats. I mean, he was definitely pretty known on the island. I've seen him make some of the top players here look silly.
Football is everything in Hawaii. It's just so big. So is like rugby, and you know, I like to say like volleyball is very big sports in Hawaii, but football is the sport to play if you live in Hawaii. Games are pretty crazy. You know, our state championship games are like packed. And, you know, my high school playing in a state championship game against our rival school, Koku. You know, those stands. If you search it up, like those stands are packed. You know, fans are loud, and there's a lot of pride in Hawaii. There's a lot of pride in these schools. So it's a really big thing in Hawaii.
But I'm just happy to hear and know that he's finding success over there at Mount SAC.
I originally came to Mount SAC in 2019, and I had gray shirted. You know, we had a great running back, Rashad White. I kind of just stayed patient, you know, took the longer route, and a lot of it paid off, and I'm glad I did what I did. Dealing with adversity and just fighting to the end. You know, we came out with a bowl game victory, and that was really big in double overtime. So that meant a lot to me, especially being my first season. Playing for Mount SAC, it means a lot to me because, you know, it's not just any ordinary team to me. You know, when I think of Mount SAC and just participating in this team, I think there's a lot of tradition here, you know, values here. So when I can kind of radiate off of those traditions and those values, you know, that SACDAWG mentality, you know, I take a lot of pride in that. I want to make it to play Division I football. That's always been my biggest dream. You know, obtain a bachelor's degree, maybe perhaps a master's degree as well. I want to play in the National Football League, so I want to go pro one day. So that's one of my biggest goals.
I think the opportunities are going to be there for him to transfer to a Division I program. Keoua is, to be honest with you, one of the more advanced athletes that I've gotten to train as far as, you know, his mindset and prep towards training. And that's why I believe, you know, honestly, he's just getting started. I can see him truthfully making it to the NFL and staying there for a while.
Besides going pro and everything, you know, I do have big plans outside of football. You know, I want to be an accountant. I want to be a business owner. So, you know, multiple streams of income, that sort of deal. So I do have big plans outside of football.
It's going to come to an end. Use the network, use the relationships, use the community that you've created, and go help other people and, you know, create value.
Just be where your feet are and just keep working. Just do what you can do. You can't control that the games are being canceled. Just be the best person you can be and the best teammate you can be, and just keep pushing everybody else and keep everybody on that same mindset as well. I think that SACDAWG for life mentality is instilled in me now. I love having Monty Nation supporting me and backing me all the way.
They don't know the air. This shit is hard. Just trying to make it off the boulevard. They don't get it. They won't understand. We trying to grind hard just for your fam.